Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's not so bright and early. It's 4:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. If you watch my channel, you know I'm usually here at 3:30. The reason for this is this morning I could not find any story. Any stories that really tickled my fancy, so to speak, that really grabbed my attention. So I had the infamous Britney Spears demands an apology video, which I actually made last Thursday, 3 days ago. And I've been waiting. I've had other things I wanted to talk about. And so this morning I decided it was time to finally download this. I don't know if it's going to get views or not, because by now I like to be right on the cutting edge of new stories. That's one of the things I really enjoy doing. And it's not the case here with the Britney Spears. But anyway, so I was still determined to find something, even just for my own satisfaction, that I was interested in this morning. And I came across two different stories. Now, one is ripping up the internet. That's really lighting the internet on fire. And that's about Tom Holland, Spiderman, and his scene in a crowded room. It's a gay scene, a couple of gay scenes. He has a dissociative borderline personality disorder, like split personality. And he's accused of a murder. I think it's called Apple. It's on Apple TV, I believe it's called. And so in this series or this scene, these scenes, he has some pretty hot and heavy gay scenes, and there's a big hubbub on the internet. You know, Spider-Man. He's my favorite Spider-Man, doing gay scenes, and these are. I saw the initials BBC, and it doesn't stand for the British Broadcasting Company. I'll just leave that right there. Also, if you ever heard of the Island Boys on TikTok, now when I first saw these guys, I'm an artist, and I have a particular opinion. I believe it's because I'm liberal, I'm an artist, and I'm very independent thinking. I'm very curious. I like color. I like different things. I like to. Ever since I was little, I wanted to. I bothered my mother to buy limes at the store and lemons because they don't grow around here. I remember asking her to get Chinese food. I've always been curious about other cultures, other languages, and other everything. Okay, so the Island Boys. All the hair dye and the tattoos and the fact that everybody hated them and they were the underdogs. I'll have the link down below. You'll probably know who these guys are. I'll use a picture on my thumbnail. And I always kind of said I kind of liked them, because everybody hated on them. And to me, they were just doing their thing. And they were brave enough to do their thing. There's two brothers, Fly Soldier and Kodiak Red, okay? And now there's going to be a link down below, and they have this fans only page or whatever you want to call it, and they did something to promote it, and I go a long way in supporting people who do things that go against the grain. But I draw the line at this one. I'll get to that in a second. I no longer support. There's something wrong with the Island Boys. I'll get to that in a second. First, let me talk about Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and his gay scene in this new. I don't know to be quite honest with you, I think it's a series, The Crowded Room. I think it's maybe a mini series. Just forgive me if I got that wrong. Okay. Does it bother me that Spider-Man is doing these gay scenes? No, not at all. Honestly, I think it takes a really good actor. It reminds me, De Niro I don't remember De Niro doing gay scenes, or what's his name from the Caribbean, Johnny Depp doing. He's so talented, and I think it just expands Tom Holland's acting abilities. Now, there's a question about this too. Should a gay man be doing the gay scenes? So should they have a gay actor? Should they employ a gay actor to do the gay scenes? I don't think so. I don't think it makes a difference. I think whoever is best suited for the role. I think that's totally up to the producers and directors. But then again, I'm a straight guy, so somebody that is gay might have another opinion of this. I don't know if there's a problem with gay actors getting hired. So that's just my opinion on this. I got to be honest though, the next time I watch a Spider-Man movie, and I see him on the scene on the screen, I know this is going to go through my head. I'm gonna, when I see Spider-Man, I see his face. I'm gonna have a flashback to him in the bathroom stall, getting it from behind, and a few other scenes. I'm not saying, it's something you can't help. It's like if, say, Gilligan from Gilligan's Island, if you saw him on another show, you would immediately think, and they say he was playing a detective, Gilligan, and you saw him on this detective show. You would immediately picture, Gilligan with his hat, and vice versa. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but next time I watch a Spider-Man movie, that's going to be going through my head. Like I said, not in a bad way or a good way, but I'm going to keep getting pictures of him in the middle of different activities. Okay, the two scenes that Tom Holland does, I want to tell you what came to my mind. There's one where he's in a gay bar and he goes into the bathroom and he is up against the stall with all his mascara and everything, and a black man is servicing him from behind. I'm going to be honest, the way this, as a straight guy, it didn't bother me at all. I honestly, part of me is curious about different cultures, the way, like I've told you guys before that I used to deliver to adult bookstores, and I've seen a lot of stuff similar to this in the middle of my deliveries with groups of men. Different cultures like this it doesn't disgust me or anything like that. I'm curious about what makes other people tick, to be honest. This is something I felt too. I kind of felt bad. I felt sorry for the character, Tom Holland's character, when he was in the bathroom, because it seemed, to me, from my perspective, it seemed like he was just being used. It seemed like such a empty encounter where he was just being the submissive receptacle for this other man, and and he's just up against it, and in the bathroom, and it just seems, it made me feel, and I don't know if I'm going to catch flack for this, but I'm just being completely honest here. It made me feel, for the person that would be standing there, like if somebody went through that act, it makes me feel bad for them, like they were just used. It seems like an empty encounter, like there's no gratification, no love, no nothing. It seems like he's almost just a tissue being used. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sure there's different things that turn different people on, and maybe that's what excites some people, being used like that. Maybe that's what they enjoy in their life, and more power to them. I won't judge that, but I felt a little bit of sympathy for the character just being used like that. Tom Holland's character now, he's all high on drugs, and he's dancing in another scene, and he goes down in front of a black man, again, the BBC. You have to look that up if you don't know what it means. And he unzips the man's pants and proceeds to service him. And I thought about that. And here's the truth. I don't think it would be the actual, like if it was me taking it into my mouth, the other man, I don't think that would be the thing that bothers me the most. I think the thing that would bother me the most would be being submissive like that in front of another man. Being a straight guy, the thing that would bother me the most is that I was being submissive, bowing down to somebody else. It doesn't fit with my personality. I think the actual sex act would, if I was offered $1 million, would I do this? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Why not? Hell yeah, sure I would. All of this reminds me of, I did a lot of things. I'm not saying that I regret them all, but when I was using, and it reminds me of this one time, I have gone to gay bars before when I was using and dealing, and I went into to do a delivery, and when gay bar at one time. I was by myself, and I went in, and there was both men and women there. I guess, you know, there was lesbians and gay guys and a mix. And there was a beautiful, busty black woman playing pool, and I love busty women, so I started playing pool with her, and she had a gay friend with her, a smaller guy, a white guy, and I ended up making friends with him, and they knew that I was dealing different things. This is a true story, and I started flirting with the black girl, and they ended up going home with me, both of them. Like I said, these are experiences I had. I'm just going to stop right there, and I'm not going to tell you guys the rest of that story. You know, but it was a package deal. You know, she wasn't going to leave him at the bar if she left with me. So I said, sure. I said, both of you guys can come back to my place, and we're just going to stop that story right there. Like I said, these are things that happened 17 years ago in my my addiction, and that particular instance, I don't regret it. It was interesting. The drugs I regret. Anyway, so my overall opinion of this, my thoughts on this is, I don't have a problem with Tom Holland doing this, Spider-Man. It's acting. It's just acting, and I think it takes a more versatile, gifted actor to pull something like this off. I want to see the movie or the miniseries, whichever it is. Now, on to the next story. The Island Boys, Kodiak Red and Fly Soldier. The link for this will be down below. They are brothers. And now supposedly they just did this thing, this scene, what I'm going to tell you guys. They did this to promote their new for OnlyFans, for their OnlyFans page. They kissed. And not just kissed, they open mouth kissed. And they didn't just open mouth kiss, it was like a long, smoochy, tonguey kiss. And their explanation for this is they don't consider kissing sexual. And they do it again. I gotta be honest with you guys, it's not the fact that it's two guys. It's the fact that they're two brothers. This bothers me. That's messed up. That is just plain. You know, I usually don't say that on this channel. You know, I'm very open-minded and it's a lot of ideas, but you know, honestly, I hate to even say this, but the first thing that came to my mind is my sibling, my sister. You know, God, no. Oh my God, no. I would never, ever, ever, for any reason, kiss my sister like this. Oh my God. I think it goes against nature, really. It's made me, like I said, for a while, I used to kind of stick up for the Island Boys. I thought they were unique. I thought it took a lot of balls to do their own thing against so many haters. But now this is just, it's messed up. It's over the line. It's, you know, and it's not just because, you know, like I said, it has nothing to do with the fact that it's two guys. That doesn't bother me at all. Oh yeah, and I have kissed another man before. I'll tell you guys about that. It might have been a dare, might have been this or that, but we'll get into that in another video. All right, those are my thoughts on Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and his gay scenes, and the Island Boys' messed up kiss. Let me know what you think. I really want to know what you guys think on this one. Have a good Sunday.